Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brandon, your trusted realtor, and I'm coming to you with some more great information in celebration of June Homebuyer Month. I want to talk to you about homebuyer programs that are available in Maryland. A lot of times people move to the Mid-Atlantic region and they say that they want to move to DC, and then they realize they want to buy a house and they feel like they may be out of the market or it's just a little bit too expensive to get into DC proper. Well, Maryland offers not only great living and opportunity, but it offers a diversity of homebuyer programs that are available to you as a home buyer. Now, specifically Maryland, the way they have this set up is that they have a suite of different loan programs, and within them they have sub-programs or categories. We'll talk about those programs and the advantages of those programs and the benefits that they offer for you specifically. Before we move any further, make sure that you like and subscribe to the video. I'm still on my goal or my campaign to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Looking for your support, so thanks so much. Let's go. Now, the first program we're going to talk about is the First Time Advantage loan lines. There are three specific programs that are available here. It's the First Time Advantage Direct. This particular program doesn't give you any down payment or closing cost assistance. The intention of the program is to give you access to more competitive interest rates. So at the end of the day, you have a lower monthly mortgage payment because your interest rate is lower. And these more uncertain times with COVID-19, interest rates are historically low. And so this may not be for some individuals the ideal program to take advantage of. There also is a First Time Advantage 5,000 program. This program provides down payment assistance in the amount of $5,000 that can be used for paying the down payment and the closing costs. Let's talk about standard eligibility for these Maryland mortgage programs. In order to be eligible, you have to be at least 18 years of age and have a valid social security number. Now, that does not mean that you have to be a U.S. citizen in order to qualify for the programs. You do, however, have to qualify separately with a mortgage lender who can underwrite these and who participates and can underwrite the loan for you. First-time home buyers are eligible, but that comes with certain income limits. Those income limits are based on the number of people that are in the household. So if the household has 1 to 2 individuals in it, that's going to be different. That's going to be a separate income limit from individuals that have 3 or more people in the household. Now, when you talk about income limits, that's really going to vary based on location. So there's a link that I'll include in the bottom of the video in the comment section as it relates to locations and income limits, so you can look at that information more specifically. But you're looking at about a range of $92,000 upwards to $154,000 as it relates to the income limit. Now, they also look at your assets. Now, assets is how much money that you have available or cash on hand. And if you have 20% or at least 20% cash on hand, then you may not qualify or you will not qualify for the Maryland mortgage program. So these are some things to keep in mind as it relates to eligibility criteria. The next set of loans that they have in Maryland is called the Flex series. The Flex loans are a series of 5 different types of loans, and each one of these loans offer different things to you as someone who wants to use them. The Flex Direct is the first one, and that loan again provides you direct access to lower interest rates or more competitive market interest rates. The next loan that they have available is the Flex 5000. The Flex 5000, if you can see the theme here, offers you $5,000 in down payment and closing cost assistance, and the down payment and closing cost assistance is in the form of a second no interest loan. And the loan is not due, or you don't have to pay it back as long as you have the first mortgage. So if you ever decide to refinance the loan or sell the property, then there's a possibility that you'll have to pay that $5,000 back. The next loan that they have is the Flex 3% loan. The Flex 3% loan gives you 3% of the down payment and closing costs of the loan amount in order to fill the financial gap that's needed to get into the property. It is a loan, and again, it is a 0% deferred loan as long as you have the mortgage. Now, there's two other types of loans: the Flex 3% grant and then the Flex 4% grant. They both do the exact same thing. They're grants that provide you 3% or 4% as it relates to the amount of the loan for closing and down payment assistance. Now, unlike the loan, these are grants. So these are not deferred and you don't have to pay these back. Great programs for anyone looking to buy in Maryland. The diversity of home buying options that Maryland offers doesn't extend to just loan and grant programs. They have partnership programs. These partnership programs include employers, organizations, home builders, and different community entities that have agreed that they will provide down payment or matching assistance for individuals that work for those companies. Now, because it's a vast list of different resources and employers, I'm not able to talk about each one of them specifically here in this video, but I'll leave a link below to my blog that you can go to where it talks about specifically those programs and options that are available to you. So when you're buying a home, don't just think about down payment and closing cost assistance as it relates to what a state or federal entity may offer you. There may be even programs that your own employer offers. So I encourage each one of you to go to your human resources office to see if there are any possibilities that you can take advantage of. For many people looking to get into a home, they don't even think about the process because they think about, first and foremost, student loan debt. It exists and it's real, and sometimes it can be a barrier to accessing home ownership. But Maryland offers a Maryland Smart Buy program. It allows you to leverage at up to 15% of the price of the property to be applied towards paying off your student loans. Now, you have to have certain eligible student loan debt. That means that your student loan debt has to be at least a minimum of $1,000, which typically most people meet that requirement. The maximum amount that they'll pay off or leverage towards student loan forgiveness is $40,000. So it's an amazing program to use in order to get down payment and closing cost assistance. The Smart Buy program is an attractive option if you're looking to buy a property, but there's at least one restriction to keep in mind. It does provide down payment and closing cost assistance, and that's just for the full amount that's needed. But the catch there is that you have to purchase from a specific online mortgage or real estate brokerage company, and at the moment they don't seem to have any listings in Maryland based off the link that they have on Maryland's website. Also, the other option is that you have to buy specifically a Maryland real estate owned property, and there are a few of them on the list that are listed for sale in Maryland. So you work with me as your realtor to identify those specific properties to see if any of those interest you in order to use the Smart Buy program. So there you have it. That's the host of Maryland home buyer programs that are available to you and you and you and you and you and you and you. So remember, as you decide to search for a property, I'm your trusted realtor. Remember, if you haven't done so already and you like this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe because that means the world to me. Again, I'm still on my campaign to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. All of your subscriptions really mean a lot. Remember, leave your comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts and your feedback are. And until you're ready to buy and sell, I'm your trusted realtor, and I look forward to being your resource for all of your real estate needs. Take care.